Good day, everybody. Matthew from Captive Audience Comics here. We just got another big box of books back from CGC yesterday, so we're going to go through those with you guys. Now, I suspect that most of these books that came back are for one customer who actually picked up his other books yesterday, and then the shipment showed up after he had already left, which is a little unfortunate, but good that they're here. So we will go through these and take a look. I checked some of the grades online already because I had to make sure that it was which shipments they were coming from, and everything looked good. But I did not look at all of them, so we will do a complete check-in together. I'm also sporting today my Novacore Terra Division coffee mug from the Walt Disney Guardians of the Galaxy ride, which, by the way, was fantastic. It was probably the best ride that I went on at Disney World. Okay, first chunk. What do we have here? We have some Signature Series comics. Now, interesting thing about a couple of these. So we have Crimson #1, signed by Ramos. Okay. Nice copy. Now, this copy was raw on our site. I think we had it at a near mint. The customer purchased it from us and asked if we could get it, graded and authenticated, which of course we did. And we got a 9.6 form. So it's always nice when a customer buys something from you raw and you get that, you get it graded and it comes back, higher than expected. We have an Amazing Spider-Man 293. So this is the Craven Venom, signed and authenticated by Mike Zeke in a 9.0. And again, none of these grades are a surprise. They're all sort of right around where we thought they would be, or maybe slightly higher. We have a Weird War Tales #4 from 1972 in a 9.6. Like, that's a really nice grade for that book, and higher than we expected because there is some slight foxing on the back, some yellowing of the paper, and a few a few spine ticks. So a 9.6 is great to get in that book. Next, this is a pretty cool book. It's not that it's necessarily a super rare book, but it is the Superior Spider-Man #1. This is the J. Scott Campbell variant, and it's signed by J. Scott Campbell and Stan Lee, which is pretty cool. That's a pretty cool signature combo in a 9.8. Now, I talk about how CGC is now allowing like what appears to be like one visual flaw in a 9.8. So this book had one visual flaw. I don't even know if the camera's gonna be able to pick it up. But right on the bottom of this tentacle, there is a very slight, it's too reflective, very slight spine color break. Okay, very tiny, maybe like a millimeter, but they still got a 9.8 with that. So they definitely are allowing a little extra flaws in the 9.8s now that they are actively looking for 9.9s and 10s, especially in the modern books. Oh geez, this next chunk is hefty. I'm gonna just pull the top up and do it this way. Okay, let's start with a couple more Signature Series books. So, Marvel Mangaverse X-Men #1. This is a Jeff Matsude cover and art, signed by C.B. Cebulski. Okay, Very nice, in a 9.8. And I actually like these JSA labels. So these, with the sort of like the yellow has kind of a transition. It's a little faded here and it gets stronger here with the black bar on top. Very nice. A Sabrina Anniversary Spectacular #1, signed and authenticated by Darren Parent, which is pretty cool. Again, in a 9.8. And then we have a, let me see here. I kind of want to do, there's a set here I want to do all as a set. So what we'll do is we'll take a look at, okay, so here's a Crisis on Infinite Earth #7. So this is the Death of Supergirl cover in a 9.8. And then we have a, so, oh, this is a pretty cool cover actually. So this is Star Wars #42, right? So this is the, it's not the first Boba Fett, right? Part 4, blah, blah, blah. It's just the Boba Fett cover. But it's a newsstand, okay? Now, this one is a double cover. And so it is in 8.5 and an 8.0. So you got an 8.5 interior cover, 8.0 outer cover. And what they do is you always get the grade on a double cover of the highest cover, which is nice because you'll get the outer cover obviously is going to be more worn. So you get the grade of the higher one. We have an Incredible Hulk. An Incredible Hulk 340. This is part of that set the customer had, a whole bunch of these in a 9.4 with the custom label. And again, we took a look at this one, and it had, I think what they said with this one was, oh yeah, you can see it from the back. All 4 corners corner wear. I'll show you sort of, there's a corner wear and there, you can kind of just see it there. Yeah, you can see that corner wear and crease across the corner. So that one obviously is an accurate grade, all 4 corners worn, and a color breaking crease there. So, but still a very nice book. And an always popular Amazing Spider-Man 300 in a 9.6. And this is a really nice book. I can't remember. It has a little bit of a, it's very, very tiny color breaks in the blacks on the spine, like right on the outside of the spine. So 9.6 is an accurate grade for that. And obviously, with all the blacks on this particular book, you know, and that's why 9.8s this book are so expensive, because all of those blacks along that side are hard to keep nice and clean. Now, here is a sort of a set of books I want to go through for a customer. They're working on their Infinity Gauntlet set. And I think we already did Infinity Gauntlet #1 for them in a 9.8. So they brought us along their other copies from their set so that we can get them done for them. So there's an Infinity Gauntlet #2 in a 9.8, a #3 in a 9.8, a #4 in a 9.8. I think you're seeing a trend here, right, guys? 5, 9.8, and 6, 9.8. So I'm sure they're going to be very happy with that. It's always nice when you're working on a set, and you know, you can, especially for 9.8s, right? You get the whole set in the same grade. Because then when you get one book, it's an outlier. You're always looking to, you know, upgrade that one book so that you can complete the set. All right, one more blob. Now, this whole blob, I believe, is all signature series. Oh, there might be a, oh, no. That reholder was that, I think that War Tales was a reholder. Okay, so, now, so that other book that we had, the customer bought, the Crimson #1, that we had as a 9.4 4 and came back graded certified a 9.8. Well, we also had an Amazing Spider-Man number 1. This is the 2014 series, and this is the Stan Lee variant, signed by Stan Lee. And we had this book listed at a Near Mint Plus, 9.8. So customers going to be very happy with that. We purchased this book raw, signed. Was expensive for a raw book, especially a modern raw book, but with the Stan Lee SIG and the Stan Lee variant, we thought it was worth it, and we sold it for what we had at our listing price, so that's fine. And I'm sure the customer is going to be overjoyed that they got a verified 9.8 Stan Lee signature on a Stan Lee variant book. Now, this book is very cool. This is Superman 78, the Metal Curtain number 1. Now, it's a blank sketch variant, okay? Now, it had a sketch and signature by Steven Segovia, and with the verified signature. Now, they wouldn't verify the sketch, but it just says partial blank cover, okay? But this is very cool, okay? So this dog, it's in the sketch with the Superman cape, is the owner's dog. He brought in a picture of his dog and got him to sketch it with his dog as Super Dog, you can see with the Superman silhouette flying by, in other words. And then, of course, very nice. He's got a very nice signature here at the bottom. This is a very cool piece. You know, it would have been nice if they would verify the sketch. He's got photos of the sketch being done, and like video evidence and everything. But I get it. They weren't there, and they'll only verify a sketch if they happen to witness it directly. But that's a very cool book. Next, we have Snake Eyes Dead Game number 1, the Miko Suyan Virgin, signed by Miko Suyan with sketch. And that is also a very cool sketch there. This whole thing. It's a very nice sketch. And you take a look at the sketch compared to his face on the cover, and it's beautifully done. Different profile, but obviously same style, same everything. That's a very, very cool piece. Next, we have a Web of Spider-Man number 32. So this is the Spider-Man coming out of the grave. Newsstand edition, signed by Mike Zeek. Verified. So very nice book. And I'm pretty sure that, I can't remember, I think that the client bought this book from us, again, bought this book raw so they could get it signed. And I'm pretty sure the grade is what we had it listed at raw originally. I'd have to check my records, but. Next, Spider-Man number 1, 2023 series, Alan Kwan variant, signed by Alan Kwan. So I kind of like these Alan Kwan covers. All the different characters, very lots of stuff going on in the background. You got Spider-Boy, with the giant stack of pancakes, because what kid doesn't love a giant stack of pancakes, right? In a 9.8, of course. Then we have Venom Annual number 1. This is the Michael Suyan cover. This is the homage of Amazing Fantasy number 15, signed by Suyan at a 9.6. And there is a tiny color break I can see on the back of the cover on the spine, a little spine wear. So I think probably a 9.6. It's probably accurate for that book. You can see there's some very slight creases that you can kind of see. I've been noticing lately that creases that are pressed out flat when they go are visible again when they come back. And I don't know if this is a humidity issue difference between the relative humidity from where it's processed. And it's in Florida, maybe it's sitting in Florida, through the, I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to say. Ultimate X-Men number 18, Peach Momoko cover. Now this one is signed by CB Cebulski and Peach Momoko, and we got both signatures confirmed on that one. Pretty cool cover. Peach Momoko is, you know, she's done a lot of covers, and now it's kind of like some of her styles getting a little repetitive. It's not as exciting as it was when it started, but I like that one because it's a little bit different. Now, Sandman number 15. And this is Neil Gaiman authenticated autograph with it's funny, it says sketch on cover. Now, I mean, the sketch, you probably can't see the sketch, but the sketch is basically that he put eyes on the spider. He gave the spider eyeballs. So a 4.5. I'm gonna have to check my records on that one and see why it was. Oh, it does have some very long. Oh, it's got super long cover scratches. That's probably what it is. It has 2 scratches. They don't really break the color, but you probably won't be able to see them. They go all the way from here all the way down to here. And I bet you that they have counted them as creases. And there is a very slight, it's hard to see. There is some very slight mark. Oh, no, that's why. Now I can see why. On the back, from finger to finger, you can kind of see it there. There is a crease straight down the entire back, and it color breaks all the way in through here, through the middle, and it's a heavy crease. This book, it must have been like someone origami the back of this book at one point. So yeah, 4.5. 4.5 is actually generous for the size of that crease. Let's see. Next we have Secret 6, number 1, Steven Segovia cover, signed by, of course, Steven Segovia. There you go. And this is a very cool cover. Fantastic Four number 1, 2025. This is the Miko Tsuyen cover. So it's the Doctor Doom cover with the characters spread across the top. It's the Virgin Convention edition, signed by Miko Tsuyen. Very cool. So that was a good box. Every single signature came back verified. I mean, lots of great books in there, but I have to think that the cream of the crop, obviously, is the 9.8 Stan Lee signed Stan Lee variant one. Definitely a great book to have in a collection. So if some of these books are yours, we'll be reaching out to you shortly to let you know that they are back. And we'll see you in the next video. Ciao.